The chain rule is a trick that allows you to differentiate something that's a kind of a composite function, where you have two functions that are kind of combined together, and it allows you to take a complex equation and differentiate it. So just to give you an example of a composite function, let me go to the next slide. X plus 2, all of that squared. It's like you have two functions here. You have one that is x plus 2, and you have another that is something squared. And so this is a composite function. And the way that you can get the derivative of, or do the derivation of a complex function like that, is to break it down into two separate functions. So if you want to find dy dx, but you can break down the thing you're trying to do the derivation of, if you can break it down into two steps, so that it's dy du and then du dx, then by multiplying the derivatives of those two independently together, you get the derivative of the composite function. It's kind of, if you want to think of it, this is not probably accurate, but if you want to think of the du canceling out and you ending up with dy dx, that might help you remember this formula. That helps me. So if we go back to the example I gave of x plus 2, all of that squared, we have two functions. We have x plus 2 is one function, and then we have the y squared, the something squared part. So how do we do that? Well, if you think of this formula, dy dx equals dy du times du dx. So what is dy du? Well, you know that the derivative of x plus 2 is simply 1, because the derivative of 2 is 0 and the derivative of x is 1. So this dy du is very easy. It ends up as 1. And so what is the derivative of all of that squared? See, I've taken that and substituted y for that, y squared, as the other function. Well, the derivative of of y squared is 2y. And so 1, the derivative of this, times 2y, the derivative of this, equals 2y. And what is y? Y is x plus 2. So we put it back in, and you have the solution. The derivative of this is 2 times x plus 2. And if you were to go back and to use the formula for finding the derivative of something times something, and you were to do x plus 2 times x plus 2, you'll find exactly the same answer. So that's that's called the chain rule. Basically, if you want to find the derivative of a composite function, g, you just break it down and do the derivative of each one separately and multiply it together.